And hello everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Monster to Mermaid, this is Minecraft, and I'm at the bakery, Zion and Walter's Bakery. This is in the retail section, the tourist section of Seabridge. Hi, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Zion is waiting for me. He has some cakes for me. Kingston brought over some of the cakes, but I needed to pick up the rest of the cakes, which I am doing right now. And Zion is apparently fixing some light fixtures because it's dark in here, Zion. Why is it so dark in here? Very curious. It must be early in the morning. All right, so let's go to research. And welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a bright sunny day and on the Atlantic coast of America, of North America. And I am going to spend some time streaming because it's peaceful. And we'll do this for a change. Oh, I heard, did you hear that sound? That was one of my pets. He probably saw me. Yeah, he probably saw me going by here. But I don't see him now. Oh, there he is. Look, there he is. There he is. Hi. Hi. I'm waving. Hi. He's like, come out and play. Come out and play. I'll try and come out later. Here's Adeline. So one of the things that we're going to prepare for today is the fact that next week is All Hallows Eve, Halloween, Samhain, and we are going to, yes, everybody is dressed medieval. We are actually going to have everyone dressed as the undead next Tuesday, which is going to be very fun. But right now, I would like to have some children for that time period. And in order to do that, I'm going to start looking at some kitchens and looking at some couples to make sure that we actually have some parents who want to have kids. So I'm at the university. I needed cakes to do something, and I'm going to come over here. Kingston actually delivered a bunch of them, and there they are. And I'm going to have to put away stuff, put a whole bunch of stuff away in order to be able to fit the number of cakes that I need in here. So I'm going to take these pieces out until I'm able to have all the cakes that I need sitting here, because I don't remember how many I need. I think it's 18 altogether. So we're just gonna take everything out until I can fit all these cakes in here, because I think 2 rows is exactly 18. And there we are. All right, let's do it to it. So we're going to come here, and I believe it's some sort of food satisfaction that we're looking for. So it would be in civilian, and I might have to check and see if we can have any kids. We might be at the limit. Maximum is 100. How much do you want to bet? Mixasa, salut, salut, Mixasa. Bien, bien, je vais bien. Merci. Et toi? And let's see here. I'm going to have to look and see if we can even have any. Let me see how many we need. We need 18, and we've got 18. Dun, 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 dun. Et toi, Mixasa? Comment vas-tu? And let's look here. And let me get the rest of my stuff back. So we're going to put all of this back in here that I took out. in order to be able to fit the things that I wanted. I'm looking and I see some things, and let's see if I can in fact, let's just put these here for right now. Oui. Mixasa says, I am well also. Thank you. And yes, Gabriel. Okay, and so I've got these. Why do I have these? I think to strengthen the tools of the miner. I don't know that the racks are going to do any good, but we'll check on those. But I think I'm going... Kiyoshi, are you bored? Here, let me give you something to do. Let's come here and let's look at technology. That's nice. Roland. Whoa. Or was that Dax? I didn't see who that was. Who was humming. It might have been Dax. Let's come here and let's look at technology. So, what I am doing is preparing for the kids, and I just realized one of the preparations I might need is to increase the amount of people we can have in town, because we might not be able to have who we need. Vein miner. This vein miner needs iron ore, and I don't know if I got it yet. And let me look up here for a minute. We wanted to do, maybe see redstone. The break speed I'm not so much worried about. Let's see here. Full stock requires 64 racks, and it looks like we can do that if I have enough. And I don't see anything else here. So maybe the things that I was looking for are under the regular. What's this? That's puzzle. I'm not interested right now. So let's go to civilian, and let's look and see what other things I am looking for. There is spectacle, and that's going to be 4 hours before we have that. And nature nurture, not a chance. And grave decay needs nether wart, and I might have that. Let's go here for a second. We can do 5 things, so I'm going to check and see. Oops. Do I have some nether wart? Look at this. I do. I think this is to repair tools. Do I have any iron? I do. Let's look at both of these and see if we can get these done. Let me see here. Civilian. Yes, I'm doing the same thing they're doing, making these sounds. There it is. Grave decay 2. There we go. They're gonna work on that. That should make her happy. Kiyoshi, she's bored. And let me look. Compost. I saw some other things, and I want to see what I saw. Warehouse master. No. Deep pockets. Citizen inventory. +9. And that requires emeralds. Recipe book. Can learn 50% more. Don't have to worry about that right now. And down here somewhere. There it is. Hardened. I beg your pardon. Hardened. That's what we want, because the citizen tools durability hardened. So we'll do that one. And yeah, my camera changed its its view, and so what's happening is I'm not as close, so I'm even tinier. I'm even in a little teeny tiny picture. So yeah, I'll have to fix it between now and the next time. Let's go back to technology for a minute. Let's come down here. Let's bring these up. Builder modes, no. Redstone, no. The end, don't care. And this one, good veins. Miners find 15% more. Ooh, let's do this. Okay. And what do I have left in my pocket right now? I have racks, but I don't think there's anything that requires racks that I want to do more of. Is this technology? Let's go back to technology for a minute. And look, gaze into the pits. That was fun. That was so fun finding that. Full stock. We might be able to, buildings can minimum stock 100% more. What do I need? I need 64 racks. How many do I have? I don't have 64. I have 32. Let's look here. Let's see if there's any more. There is not. So we need to request 64 racks. Wait, I just saw something in here. Inventory. This is max. Let's do this. Deep pockets could be useful. I agree. I think that's going to be very useful. Let's do racks. R-A-C-K-S. Rack request for the builders and the courier. I agree. Let's do that, and we need 32 more. Would be 64. Request that, and they're going to be made. Wow. Okay, so they have to be made, and that's it right now. Let's look here. Let's look at inventory. So we have 32 and we need 64, and I think I'm going to put these back. I'm going to put one of these, leave this here, leave this, leave that, put the gas tier back, and just leave these for a minute. These are mine right here. So we'll do that. All right, and let me take these pieces that I just took out of there, and I'm going to put them in delivery. Look, books in the book stash. So we'll put those in there, and Aries is going to come along. So that's the things. So one last thing. Let's go to the town hall and see how many people we have. And then see how many steaks we have. Because if I'm not mistaken, it takes steaks. See how much beef we have and steaks. And we might have to have our farmer, our rancher, actually make some for us. So let's look here and let's look at steak. And we have enough. We have more than enough. So that's perfect. And then I think we have more than enough. We'll find out in a second. Let's see. Let's see if we need. I'm almost positive that we're at the limit. I'm almost positive that we're at limit. We're at the 100 limit. But I might have raised the limit before. And that's the thing that I don't quite remember. So I might as well check on it now. It is dark. It is very, very dark. Let's come here. Let's look at this. All the colonists are sleeping. No. So instead of doing default, we went back to medieval just for the fun of it right now. And I have to apologize to Mr. Villager when he gets here because I forgot that he wanted to see Littleton yesterday. And I got involved in whatever I was involved in, and I totally forgot it. We have 79. We don't have to worry. Yay! We have more than enough. We're only going to have 6 people. So that's going to be 85. And so that'll be perfect. And our couriers right now, it says 5 of 10. And that's probably the problem with the slowdowns. And so that's something that, that is why we're going to have kids. And that's the thing that we're going to do something about. So, right now, I'm going to begin to look at some kitchens in some different areas where I know that there aren't any kitchens. And I'm going to start, where should I start? I think I'm going to start in the industrial area for a minute. Sorry, who's that? I didn't see. Some of the scientists, I'm not always, when I see them, whoop, let's go to industry. Because they're dressed like guardians a lot of times. See that? Is that Russell? Who's that? Who is that? Marcel. Marcel, what are you doing here? Wait, what's that? Ooh. Marcel, what were you? Okay. There's Russell at the end of the hall. Let's go and find some kitchens. And we're going to work on those. And we might as well, because Malaya is working here in this area because we forgot the sifter. And the sifter was only a level 3. And she's working on the level 4 of the sifter. It's so wild. It's weird. I come back sometimes and I think, are they working on something? Like things have changed, but this has changed because Malaya is working on it. So something's happening right here. Is the building actually getting bigger right there? Did I not anticipate the building getting bigger? I hope so. Let's look at something up here. This is here. I don't see any problem with this part. Okay. There seems to be enough room between the two buildings. Yeah. So I think that's going to be okay. Who is that? Jamina? Oh, that's right. It's the medieval. So she looks different. It's like, what are you? You look very, very different. Okay, so we're going to come back here. I want to see, I'm going to start with this house for a moment. And it has a kitchen. And the only thing this house actually needs is something we could do right here. And that requires me to be a mermaid. So let's come here. Does it seem unusually dark to you? I was asking Vincentius that. And I just, for some reason, and it might just be that this room is bright. And I just realized that now. Let's get the mermaid. See? And there we go. And I think that's it. But what I'm going to do is get these. Let's put this down right here. I'm going to put one here. And see this where it goes up like this? I don't think that we need this, and I'm not sure. This looks like this is where this building comes to, but it goes up right there. I'm going to bring it back, and then if she actually makes it come back, then we'll know that we'll just have to do something about it later. But why don't we right now? Oh, there's the reason. There's a reason right there. Let's do this. Let's put these in right here and on this side also. And this is the hall. I'm almost positive that this is the hallway. That this is a piece that we put in, and that's why it's doing what it's doing. Put that in. And finally that one. Nope. There we are. All right. Okay. So now the windows are too high. I'll leave them for now. Nope. That is most curious. So this is actually where the top should be. And since the top should be here, we can actually just go ahead and put that in on both sides right here. And then we can decide on this side, whoops, on the inside of here where I can't get by because I've got a light, what we want to do with that when the time comes. To think about it, it is dark. And I can't put that there. So let's just put one here for a minute. So we haven't picked a wall coloring in here, and I don't want to right now. I want to just go ahead and have this, now that I know there's a kitchen here, we're going to put a door here for a second. And I'm just going to use a door that's already made just for a moment. And that will remind me actually that this is unfinished. And there's gray on the inside of this. So let's see if we can find something in one of the other colors down here. This is white mangrove. Let's look at the white mangrove door. Let's just use that door for right now. And in truth, I should be fixing this right here. And there it is. So this must have got covered by accident. Let's put this here. And what do I need? Yeah, this, and light gray trapdoor. And our temperature is up where I am for the first time in a couple weeks, and it's pretty warm today. It got warm, so it's kind of curious. And then I'll come back and do the other things, but right now we're doing kitchens, and we're just gonna try and concentrate on just putting as many kitchens in as possible. That's interesting. It's floating. Is it magnetic? She's still working on this. This one here matches this. So that goes down one. Let me see if there's a kitchen in here. There is not. So this is one of the places we're looking for, and there isn't even a wall for them. So we're going to work on this. I'm going to put down a couple of these. I'm going to be careful about putting them down, but I'm going to put a couple on the floor because we have to make that go away. I'm going to make these go away, but that's really cool. And this. We were putting on the outside, it looks like, this flooring right here. And this is one of the areas where I think there's nothing. Ah, okay. This is why we can hear all that noise, because we've got areas back here that aren't waterlogged. And on this side, this is where the old house was, right? Did we have a house here? Let's do this for a second, otherwise I'm not going to be able to get any of this in where I want to get it. So I came from here, and I would need to put some more in right here. Right in this spot right here. Let's put some pieces here so I can see the bottoms of these. I think I'm going to have trouble in some of these areas, because I thought this was, I didn't think this was what this is. So let's come out. Yep, sure enough. Okay, so let's put this back. I should put that there, but in some other places we might have trouble with that. There's at least something on the bottom there. Okay, fine. And whatever the wall is going to be that. But this is kitchens. Here, the next warm day would be around May or June. Whoa. It's already cold where you are. Goodness. And it is not cold here. It should be, but it isn't yet. And wow. Okay. And let's put this up here. Let's put these here. And let's look at this and decide what we want to do with the kitchen. This doesn't have anything decided yet. This is looking out onto nothing, and we could put something there. But for now, let's put in kitchens, which means I'm going to, and why did I put the pickaxe away? I'm going to take off this level right here because I need to put in cabinets in this section, and I think I'm going to stay close to the this, and let's see what it looks like if we do that. Although I always end up taking this out. Lucky for me. Oi, Mr. Villager. Ah. Did I get it before it? Nope, I didn't. Okay. There it is. Let's do something. Let's fill in some part right here where I can try and get that to come. It's not doing what I want. And all of this is going to be like this. Yeah, I'm not going to take that down. I'm going to try and work within the walls just as a sort of as a test, as a thing that I'm doing. And wow, we have birch planks instead of, oh, the lights. Ah, are they leaking? Oh, look at that. We've got those in here. And Jamina and Mac are in bed. That's what we need. Oh man. All right. To the bem. To the bem. I've had kind of a rocky day as far as streaming so far is concerned. In my Twitch stream, I bombed 2 times before I even got started. And then, so I had to get out completely and totally, I totally rebooted the computer. And then I ended up having to, when I went into the, oh, I forgot about this. Wow, I forgot about this. It's another one of these. Oh my gosh. And is the hut block here? This is the hut block right here. Yeah, okay. And when I, so everything was fine until I decided that I was going to go to the flat world and do a new flower shop that was just going to go into the bookstore, into the tavern. So I have one of Lady Shatana's taverns, one of her alternative taverns, which is the Monster Tavern. And I've done all sorts of very fun modifications, but one of them was adding the steampunk barracks restaurant to the tavern, laying it over the tavern, and that allowed me to actually have the restaurant serve food in the tavern. And then the other thing that I did was I added a bookstore just recently to the tavern, and that turned out really well. But then I decided that I was going to do that thing where hotels and places, they have little card shops and flower shops and things like that. So I'm going to do one of those. What am I going to do while they're sleeping? Am I just going to do it while they're sleeping? While you were sleeping, I put in the kitchen. But yeah, so the color in here is white on that. We've got green on the floor because we started using that, which is what? Zelko? Oh, Palo. The Palo is really pretty for walls. And it looks like that's what we're going to use with the birch. And we're going to line it with Palo log. And that works very well. And Mr. Villager, com licenza. Licencia? Com licencia, I think. I'm sorry. Yesterday, I totally forgot that you asked me to view the Littleton, and as a matter of fact, while they're sleeping, why don't we do that? Because you had wanted to see the new style, the Littleton Style, by Thaler, and I completely blanked on that yesterday. So let's go down and do that now. If you're here, are you here? Did you go away to do something of yours? Because if you did, let me know. And I'll just wait until you come back. And I'll do it later. But if you're still here, then I will do the Littleton view. And I'm not getting an answer, so he's probably gone to do something. Huh?
You just said if you're not here, let me know.
If you're not here, let me know. I did say that, didn't I? How is he going to do that? He might be behind too. You can't be behind in the stream, can you, Vincentius?
Sure.
You can't?
If you come in not right at the beginning, you can watch from the beginning.
Okay. And then catch up or something like that.
All
right. So he's not answering, so I'm going to continue doing what I was doing. And when he comes back, and then we'll go and look at that he wanted to look at. And so let's go back. Yeah, let's go this way. This way is good. We'll come down here and we'll continue. So it's never completely simple. I like to try and get a feel for the people who live there and try and figure out what they, you know, try and make it a little tiny bit different from the others. And we've got this color here, and I'm going to take a piece of this right now, and I've got a piece, and I'm going to get an architect's cutter. And here we go, and I need leaves. I can do that, and let's put this down. So we're going to get panel, and it's panel that we want. It's this panel that we want, and we want it in stripped Palo Verde. So we're going to get that, and we'll put that away. And this is going to make noise, but they'll be happy in the end. I'm going to take that one away, and I think where I'm putting it is outside. So it should be right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. And so in here, we're putting in this. So we'll put this in. What's dripping? That's dripping. Okay. Oop. And on this side, we'll put this in. Let's get that. Let's cover that up for a minute. I'm going to probably have to have some lights on there. Let's come back here near the bed so that I can put that in on that side, and on this side, let's put this one in if I'm back far enough. There we go. All right. So now they have a little privacy. They have that part of their room done, and it is doing that striping a little bit. It's just going to be the wall pattern. That's what I'm going to say. What is this wood? This wood is Palo Verde, which is actually, oh, the biomes you go. One of the woods, Palo Verde, and it's stripped. The outside of the Palo Verde is this green that looks like this. It looks like the trees look like this on the outside. So, and so when it's stripped, it looks like this, which is really pretty. Yeah. Yay! You're back, by the way. Welcome back. I was going to show you the Littleton because I totally blanked yesterday and didn't show you. Do you want to see it? Do you want to come see? This stayed interesting. Okay. Let's put this here. Let's put this here. And let's come. Do I have anything else? But I'm not getting an answer. Okay. Here we go. So let's get kitchen. And let's look TCH. Nope. Let's get counter, TER, nope. Let's get cabinet, CABINET. Let's see what cabinets we have to start with, because it's the cabinets that are the problem. You forgot about that? And was just to confirm a theory about the school and see if the actual walls. Okay, let's go to that. Let's go do that. I think I'm going to use birch in the kitchen. And so I'm just gonna hold on to that so that I remember. And let's go do that now while you're here. I'm gonna go look at Littleton. And yeah, I apologize. I remember during my stream this morning, my earlier stream, the Twitch stream, that I didn't do it. And it's like, no. Well, there we go. We're in the water in the Dead Sea. All right, so let's come out the submarine area, and let's go here. Let's look and see the paths and the roads. Sure, let's do that. Let's come up here. Let's look. And here we go. Let's put these two right here. Let's get a tool, a build tool. And you just saw the trailer of the style, and this stayed nice, mainly the university with clock in front. Okay, what would you like to see first of this? The school. Let's go to switch pack. Let's go to Littleton. There it is. Select. Let's go to education. And the school, I'm going to back up. So this is the level 1 of the school, but look how tall that box is. So it's going to get super, super tall. Let me see what it looks like on the inside. So it's a little tiny Western school building. There's nothing inside. So let's do 2. And that gives us this look. Now that is nice. Okay, I like that. This is Thaler, by the way, who is actually really interesting as far as a designer is concerned. And this is 3. And so we've got seating outside for lunch. Let's look. Oh, it's the primary school. Look at this. And they've got a little rug on the floor. And that's 3, 4, and 5. So why does it have that? You believe that was part of the university? Oh, maybe it's a piece. Maybe it's supposed to go with it. Let's go back to education for a minute. That the first building is showed on the trailer was the school. Okay. Let's look here. Let's go to education. Back to education, and let's look at the university. So this is the university right here. This is level 1 of the university. Let me look inside for a second. Yep, and upstairs. So it's a 2-story log cabin. And number 2, it gets stone. Probably it's for clearing any trees that can be over the building. Maybe. Look at how tall that is. Wow. That's number 2. Number 3. Wow. And there's number 3, number 4, and number 5. So number 5 just has more leaves and probably more stuff on the inside. And so this is the university first floor and the university second floor where people are studying. These are really tiny. And yeah, so that is it. So there isn't anything that has to do with the building being joined together. What else would you like to see on this? This style is really cute. You love the way Thaler mixed the wood and stone. It is nice. It is. And it's teeny. It's teeny. So this says Littleton Community College. This is the community college right here. And he uses a lot of stripped logs. Yeah, he does. He definitely does. And he likes bushes. Bushes. Like Corrales. He likes lots of bushes in the decoration. What else? What would you like to see? What would you like to see? So up in here, we've got this area, this carpet area, the walls and paths. Okay, so let's go to infrastructure. And here's planning. So they have a small plan. And let me see what this does. Let's raise this up and see. And then they have a large plan. And what does that do? I suppose it gives you places to put things so you can make a square, maybe. Make it so that they have a square infrastructure. Let's look at roads. Let's look at roads first. Let's look at across. So there's one of the road pieces. This is just plain road, the cross down. Why is there that? That looks like subway or something. Or sewer. That might be sewer. Let's go to, it's just for the flat. Let's turn here. Structure. Let's look at fancy roads for a second. Let's look at that same, so the fancy road is paved with cobble. Oh, that's nice, actually. That's actually a very nice road segment there. Let's go back to infrastructure, fancy roads. Let's look at a down. What's that? So that must be to go down from, wow. Hi. Yeah, the fancy is actually fancy. It's actually really beautiful. It is. That is way high insofar as clearing out an entire space area there. This looks like this isn't supposed to be here. But yeah, unless that's some kind of street sign or something, which it could be. So let me look at something for a minute. Military. Where in infrastructure are walls? Where are walls usually? Decorations, deco housing, walls. What am I looking? It has its own place. You see what's happening? I'm clicking on walls and nothing's happening. I don't think there are any. I'm getting this for the tower. For the military, I'm getting that. Infrastructure. I'm getting roads and fields. There's no walls. Yeah, there definitely isn't. Let me look at the tavern, just for the fun of it. This is the tavern, level 1. And, there we go. So it has an open downstairs. And then the level 2 gets a little bit closed in. I like the food service. I like that. That is nice and reminds me of something. And level 3. So this is underneath here is outdoor service, and then you come up here and you get your food, and then you go upstairs here, and there oh, it is sailor. It's like a sailor's place. It has mostly everyone sleeping together in one room. And where's the 5th bed? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there another? Did I miss a bed? Aren't there usually 5? Let's see if I can find the other one. Right here? No. Yeah, there's only 4. That's interesting. Yeah, there's only 4 beds in there. Let's look here. There's no bedroom here. Only 4 beds in the tavern? Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know why I thought there were 5. Okay. So, yeah. Thaler has always been interesting in the way that he uses vanilla stuff. So to show that those posts are in the ground, they're inside these furnace pieces, which is pretty cool. It is level 5, so you should be able to get that much of the materials that you need. And but except by the barracks and plantation, he says this on Minecraft Planet, check the site. What does he say? It's really similar to the new style Sandyton, but without the balcony. Okay, all right. And we couldn't find, I don't know why, there was something going on why Vincentius didn't see the Sandyton style on there, unless he hasn't finished it. Let's look at the town hall since we're here. That's the tavern. And this is the town hall. And this is pretty interesting. It's very traditionally log cabin-like and very small. And that is level 1, level 2, 3. Wow. Here we go. Look at that. 4 and 5. Whoa. Good for him. So there's a built-in guard tower in the town hall, which is really nice. I don't think it actually is. I think it just looks like it's a guard tower. I can imagine the guards going up there. This is it. This is the town hall right here, with this going up to the 2nd floor where there's storage, and then up to the top here. So you're not a fan of large buildings? Let's see. Looks like you and Thaler, you have the same taste for buildings. Someone would say that's too small. A person deserves, oh, you being a pacifist. Let's look here. I think there's a building that has a small tower on the corner and a flag on the center roof. And I wonder what building that would be, because it's not the town hall. A small flag in the corner. Small tower and a flag on the center. That sounds like a barracks or something. Let's look at the barracks for a second. Yeah, that sounds like... This is the barracks piece, level 1. And it's very colonial looking. It's very, very, very colonial. Let me see what the inside... You actually believed that was the town hall, but it was not. No, there's no question it wasn't. Doesn't this look familiar? Wow. That is so strange. I don't know why it does. Yes, there it goes. And that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that is the full barracks right here. Gosh. This looks like a revival of an older style that has gotten lost, and that this style actually revives, because this is very curious. So then each one of these is a guard tower right here. No, the barracks doesn't have that, right? It's you get all the buildings all at the same time. You don't add anything to it. Maybe. I'm confused by that. Yeah, no, the barracks is the one that used to have the separate little corner pieces. Oh, and it still does. Okay. So there's a separate corner piece there. And there's one in this corner. I see it in all the corners.
Excuse
Hello.
me, pardon me, coming
No
through.
worries. No worries. Vincentius Primus, everybody. And a little sneaky there. The camera is different, and so it's showing a little more of the room. Of the fortress style? Not really. Not really. It's very colonial. Anything else? Do we want to see the Enchanter Tower? This is the Enchanter level 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is fascinating. This is a level 5 Enchanter. Goodness sakes. Ooh, I like it. I like they're doing your thing, Mixasa. Floating candles. Pretty. Pretty. That's the actual sunrise right there. From out of the window here. Wow. This is tiny for an enchanter. Yeah. It's a single story enchanter. That is pretty amazing. So it's like a little wizard's hovel there. The interior is almost the same as the Caledonian one. Well, Caledonian is Thaler's too. So, if I'm not mistaken, switch. Let's find Caledonian for a minute. There it is. Yeah, it's Thaler's as well. They're both his. And the Mystic Site, the Enchanting Tower. Okay. Wow. Okay. This is a monster enchanting tower here. Let's look. And this is level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ow. Yeah, pagoda and Caledonian. Pagoda being the first. Yoo-ha! Look at this. This is so wild. This is wild. I forgot about this, that this is this crazy building with this tower, and then there is a bedroom in here, and look at all of this. Look at all of these. This is a wizard's dream is what this is. This is amazing. State your business, then leave. I will turn you into a frog. Thank you for visiting. Never come back. Ah, that's cute. That is cute. So yeah, it's totally Caledonian, without a doubt. Just a change of the block color. Uh-oh. We're flying again, but I see it. I see my W is stuck. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it to come up. Nope. Oh, it just came off. My W just came off. Okay. All right, but that's how far we got. That's the kind of house that you would like to live in. Maybe if this was just more shorter. You have a fear of heights. This is not a house for a person with a fear of heights. This is one of the tallest. I think the only building that might be taller than this is the Frontier Guard Tower. It is pretty tall, like this is. That's pretty amazing. So, yeah. Do you want to see anything else, Mr. Villager? I'm going to return to kitchens for a little bit. If you have seen all that you want to see, it is beautiful. It's a beautiful build. It's different, and it's definitely beautiful. And for those who like that, wait. The message, all colonists are tucked into bed, just appeared when the night was almost ending. I think there's a problem about logistics. Yeah, probably. What probably happened was because I'm so far away, but yet I'm still within. I'm within the bounds. When I traveled over here, when the W got stuck and I traveled over here, then they started, Maxis started working, so it recognized that I was in the vicinity and they went home. And I think that's what happened there. All right, so anything else? Nope. 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 Going once, going twice. Maybe just the mystical site and the builder. Okay, let's do that. So let's go back to Littleton. And let's go to the mystical site first. And I'm going to raise this up. And let's look at the levels for a second. Ah, it's one of these. It's the giant tree. Ooh, is it actually a giant tree? Oh my gosh, look at that. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's the stump of a giant tree. That's what it is. It's the stump of a giant tree. I love these. I love those new things. Those are so cool. And yep, so it's a hollowed out stump of a giant tree, And there are some seats inside for people to meditate. That is what that is. That is for meditation. And maybe move some families and couples from their homes for more closer to the work areas. You're saying that to me? Are you saying that to me, or are you talking about your town? Mr. Villager? So that's the mystic site, and let's see in just a second. And Zaf, Gyasu, all you want is to rest your mind, so you're not going to talk a lot? Okay, that's good. That's good. It's nice to see you, and I totally understand you wanting to rest. So that's fine. And that's the level 5 of that. And the other one you wanted was the builders. So let's go to fundamentals and the builder's hut. And let's look. So very loggy, very log cabin looking, especially with spruce. So Littleton Construction. Excellent. And there's number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. And it's not changing that much on the outside. The inside space, yep, it is a small construction office. They've got a table for spreading out blueprints and things and floor plans and doing all that kind of stuff. And then they have storage, and they have a decent amount of storage, which is really nice that they have a good amount of storage. So that is it, Mr. Villager. That is it. I like the door in the sign. I like that. And I love that. I love the sign. Those are fun. Those are very fun. And this is the signature Thaler piece that for lanterns. He loves doing that. And that's so pretty. One time you built one for yourself and it was really similar. But you hadn't seen his, but yours was, oh, nice. Good for you. It's nice when minds are, aligned. That's what I would call that. And one more time. Want to see anything else before we go away? That's very pretty, Mr. Villager. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, because it's fun. It's fun, the use of materials that he's doing. So you could do this in the spruce forest. And you're absolutely right. It must be meant for that and clearing out the trees above, but I wouldn't want to clear the trees out. That's the whole thing. I would want these to be buried in the trees, for it to look like if you were flying over like this, you wouldn't even see the town. That it would all be all the trees underneath. The residence. Okay. Let's look at a residence. Residence. Aha. How many residences? He only has one, which is interesting. And there we go. This is pretty. This is actually interesting. And there it is. So this is a level 1 with a little oven and the bed, and level 2. And now we've got stone, and we've got much more of a kitchen. Did the bed's moved. Interesting. So the beds are here. And then level 3. Let's look here. That looks like we're going to have an upstairs. Let's see. So now the beds have been moved upstairs, and we've got a dormitory style bedroom. And then number 4, let's see what this turns into. Number 4, yep. So we have 2 beds there and 1 down here. And number 5. So I think that's looking like, yeah, it's a little tiny house. And we have 2 people sleeping here and 3 people sleeping here. So it's not a family home, or it is a family home. It's a poor family home, but it's pretty on the outside. It's got an address. Look at that, 301 West Littleton. You didn't think it could be so much larger? So large. Yeah, it's kind of large. They have that upstairs. I have a tendency not to like this kind of layout, but that's just me. You know how I am about families and things like that. So the 3 kids would be upstairs and the parents would be downstairs, and that's fine. It's not a family house. I would use, and I have a tendency to not use these because they don't provide that. There isn't any room here to separate the bedroom from the rest of the house, and I understand in tiny homes, if you were building a tiny home, I just want a different layout. It's usually, even when Thaler was doing Pagoda and Switch, and Pagoda was amazing. And I did not prefer his houses. He has one that I like. Luckily, there were 2 houses at the time in Pagoda, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Residence. Yes. So one of the houses is really nice, and I like the way it's laid out. So see the bedroom way back here. Might get trapped when upgrading. Break a hole in this wall to have them walk through. I like the space in this, and yet it's still small. And this is level 1 of this one. Let me see. 2, and then it turns into this, which is one of my favorites of these. This is really neat. If I was doing land now, I would make this into a couple's house because this is a nice layout. This here, but when it gets up to 3 and 4 and 5, when this opens up, this part right here, and you have this is one of my favorite houses, land houses to build, because I just love that it does that. And then see, it has a separate area for the parents, but the parents are upstairs with the kids. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that kind of house, and I like it. Now, the other house that he has, I've always used as a dorm. Whenever I've made this house in the town, it turns into housing for monks, or housing for nuns, housing for people who are all housed together. And it always had this number of beds up here, but I think only 5 of them. I'm not sure that you can have that many. I don't think that's changed. So this is level 5. And so the front door comes in here. You just love this style, the way it sits. And it's lovely in the school because it fits perfectly, yes. And I like it because it just seems like, it just really seems like it's for monks or for a group of people living together, like a boarding, like students, like a dorm or something like that. So, but the good thing is there's two different types, just like Mixasa and Matlam did, where they did the dorm, and then they have the house, the family home, and that's really cool when that happens. The second looks, you love the balconies. Yeah, that is very pretty. This is new. I don't remember these being there. I don't remember the balconies actually. Ah, they're added on the front. Okay. Because I'm like, I don't remember that. But everything's been updated because of the new materials and stuff. And because Domum Ornamentum has all these new pieces that can be used. And so this was one of the most amazing things when it was discovered and when he used this, and that was really fun that they had those. Yeah, so that's one of the things that that is interesting. Okay, anything else, Mr. Villager? Anything else that you would like to do here? Vincentius Primus is getting cookies. He's getting cookies right now, and he can't hear me saying that. Let's agree would be horrible, make the entire town with only one kind of residence. Yes. Although, it depends on people. Some people like the homogeny, the homogeneousness. I'm making up a word. They like when the neighborhoods all look the same. When there are people in countries that like when the neighborhood houses are all very similar to each other and not bigger or smaller and that kind of thing. So yeah, pagoda is an item frame. I'm sure that Raycoms agrees with you that pagoda is. There are like a million item frames because he uses them to decorate the lanterns, to give the lanterns a different look. And so, yeah, there's a ton of item frames. There definitely is. So, Mr. Villager, anything else you would like to see? Anything else you would like to see here? You can go back to Littleton for a minute. Let's switch and go back. Similar thing is the clone. Oh, yeah. So let me see. Is there anything? So what I did, I looked at Littleton, and Littleton has, let's go to farming. I'm going to put a flower shop in a tavern. And Littleton's flower shop is one of the smallest. So I went into creative and I removed the roof, and this is level 5. I just love it. It's so adorable. Isn't it so cute? So I removed everything except the 4 walls and the interior, including the roof. And because I'm going to set it inside the mountain, inside a location in the mountain, and I didn't need all of that. However, after I got done, I realized that there wasn't any place for them to make any flowers. Now I have another florist. I have 3 other florists in the city where I'm putting in this flower shop in the in the tavern. The thing that I'm going to find out when I do it is whether the flower shop hut block, whether the florist is going to get frustrated by the fact that there's nothing for them to do. I could put them on pause, and that would probably keep them from asking for anything, but they would still be employed there, and they would still go to work. So that's one of the things. And what did you say? If it's the flower shop, what was the other building that was shown in the trailer that had a lot of flowers? The apiary, maybe. Let's see. It probably was the apiary. Let's go to husbandry and let's look. Yeah, definitely was the apiary. And that's a nice shape, isn't it? It's a nice shape for a little log cabin. And there is the steamers underneath the bees. And let's see, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, it's a hut. It's a hut is what it is. And it has the bees, and they can come out on the outside. Interesting. And so he's made it so that they can come out. And you already saw it. Yeah, so maybe you saw it like this and you didn't think that it had any hives, did you? I wonder what it was. Interesting. We don't know. Horticulture, the only thing that it could be is that it's almost the same thing. You made a couple of weeks ago, and the apiary was small wooden cabin with hives outside. Cool. Maybe the dyer? That's possible. Let's go to carpentry. Where is the dyer usually? Up there. Luxury. Yes, the dyer's hut. We got lots of the smoke's going away. It's raining here. So that's 2. Ooh, look at that. What's happening here? Okay, so he has that up on the shelf, and he's got cloth in a basin there. Let me look and see what this turns into. 3, 4, 5. So there's flowers here. That's the shape. Ah, yes. So with this chimney. So it was actually the dye shop that you saw. Interesting. Interesting. I like this shelf unit on the outside there like that. And yep, and so they've got 2 types of cloth inside that is being dyed at the moment. I'm okay with that. That's pretty interesting. You weren't expecting that? Yeah. Yeah. All right, it's raining, it's pouring. Let's go down. And let's see if I can go down and Max has started working. That looks like Derek. It has a full, yep, that's what that is. Derek is stuffing full, and he's probably stuffing full of baked potatoes. But this is one of the reasons why we were trying to increase the storage of the buildings. Let's come down here. Oh, good. Yay. That was probably Carson, and now he's not red anymore. And yes, so it is just a matter of, what are you making? Why are you making potatoes? Why? you have salt and tofu and all that, and we won't make the food. Okay. Hi, Carson. Yeah, no, you go ahead and do what you're doing. Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything. There we go. All right. Briar, you don't want to cook anything? There, she is the one who's supposed to be cooking, and that is curious. Okay. You did more than was planned. Let's go back. Okay. So what Mr. Villager was saying while we were looking at it is that the people, some people didn't get to bed until late. And he was thinking that was because they lived far away from where they work. And they don't usually. You're gonna get some new clothes and because the couriers, right? The couriers in medieval are all doing that thing. Let's come here for a minute. They're all raggedy. Let's come in here and let's look. So this is where Walter and Bryn live, and they have a kitchen. They just don't have anything else yet. And we'll have to do those other parts later. And Zion is checking the lights again. And we're going to go out here. Put that up. Oh, and there it is. We have an absolute thunderstorm. Let's go up here. I'm going to go in and go to Paisley's room. It's the closest room that I can go to and go to sleep. And Paisley just left. So she's okay with me coming in here. And let's go to sleep because we have thunder. Looks really Nordic with his haircut. Yeah. I think that it's hot. It's hot enough that maybe when they run and stuff, they need air-conditioned clothing, which is why they're dressed that way. If it offends you, however, I can change it back. I can change them right now. There's Russell. And we could make them be default. Should I make them be default? So let's come here. Let's come up. Because right now they're definitely Nordic. Russell, I thought you were downstairs. How did you get up here faster than me? That was very strange. Let's come up here. Let's be careful. And let's go to settings. Now, it's nice. You're fine with it? Okay. Because we're doing medieval. We were doing default before. And we're doing medieval right now. Okay. So we're going to continue with that for a little bit. And now I've got to get something done as far as kitchens. This was supposed to be about kitchens. This brings you nice ambience and good memories. Okay.
What is it?
Good. All right. So I'm going to try going back right now to that kitchen that I was working on, and I'm going to try and see maybe for the next stream. The next stream is Halloween. The next stream is actually Tuesday, Samhain, and so we're going to have Undead for the next stream. Yes, I remember where we were. And I hope you enjoy it, because we're going to do it for a couple days. We're going to do it all the way through to Dia de los Muertos. So we're going to have undead for a few days. And then everyone will go back to work. We'll get into their normal clothes and go back to work. But we're going to have a very big celebration. You forgot. Yeah. Uh-oh, I'm moving again. And my finger is not on the keyboard at all. There we go. All right. So we're making the one right here. Let's come around. She is turning on here, and we're coming in here. And this is the one where we put up the wall. So they have some. We're going to change this to green bed before they come home, or we could do yellow. But I think the dark green, we don't do it that often, and so we're going to put dark green in here. So we'll take these two beds away and put these beds in. Thank you, Nixasa. Thank you, Matlam and Nixasa. I love this one. I love this level of this house. This is level 2. You think you will make a costume for yourself? Maybe a zombie. My favorite costume is to not do anything but then to smile and have teeth. I love that kind of costume. I love it. This is what I said I was going to do, so let's come here and let's do this. I will probably have to do something about the water, fixing the blocks so that there's not as much sound. Did they come home just that? No. Okay. So that there's not a lot of that sound. I don't really want these here. And I think we're going to end up putting in light covers on this. And let me look here and see. And maybe use this time to make some new clothes for you. Your wardrobe is a bit limited these days. The use of the same purple coat all the time. You mean for Russell? Because Russell actually likes that color. Let's get lantern. Let's get, let's look at my panel pieces. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do white, but I don't have any. I'm going to do cream. And I think I'm going to do, because this is what's going to happen here. Let's take, I don't need this right now. Let me just take two things and do. If it's for playing Minecraft, you will only play it in style. Okay. Clay, terracotta. Terracotta. I think this will work. And I think this, if it doesn't, then I'll have to put something else in. But I think it'll work. And let's come to here. Let's put this in, and let's get one of those. Actually, let's put this here. Let's get a pattern. Let's get this pattern, and let's see if we like the way this looks. And so right on this one, let's do these first. And we're going to put light here. Here, here, and here. And then we can put this on. Let's see if I like. I don't know that I like it. Let's take this off. Let's see this for a second. I don't think I'm going to like anything. Yeah, I think we're going to end up doing that. Funky. And let's see what it looks like. Okay. Let's do this one here. I could put those on, couldn't I? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Let's try this. Just as an idea. Oh, come on. Come on. Let's put this in and let's see if it gives us... Nope. Don't want that. Throw that away. I want this one. Let's see if it gives us this slice of life. Let's see what this looks like. Which one do you like better? It's actually kind of nice. I'm going to do that. So there's the panel. And that matches the floor outside. And we can probably put some pieces in some other places and use it in that kind of way. And let's see. And let me get these to go away. This is the panels are in the room. These are in the room. And I don't need this for just a second. Let's get cabinets, CAB. I have that. Let's get counter, T. Let's do drawers. Let's go to drawers, DRAW, and let's get these. Let's get oven. Let's get this. Let's get a fridge, IDG. Let's get cooking for blockheads fridge. Let's get a sink. Let's get the stripped white, which would be this one. Okay, now I have all the pieces. And let's see where we're going to put them. So let's put the sink here. And let's put the stove. I'm actually going to make this kind of small. We can put the stove there. This is what happens when you start doing stuff. You can't put them where you think you're going to put them. Do it like that. And so that's why I was taking these away. Or take these away. So when I do this, it's just going to flood. And I'm going to need to put something behind. But all this, that's sand coming from up at the top. And because this whole thing is now opened up right here. And we're going to have some flooding. Let's take this part and put it here, and this part and put it there. And take that piece and put it on top. Let's come in, and what we still have that's flooding here. Is it inside? Yeah, it is. Okay, sponge SPO. And I'm going to see what I can do about that. There we go. All right. Okie dokie. So, and then we have this part right here, which is a piece of the floor. Put that piece in. Let's do the other side. And put stone down. Underneath. Out. And there we are. And let's take this piece. I need something underneath. Whoosh! That's why there's so much noise. Look at all of this. Whoa. Okay. I don't think you could see. I'd have to... Wow. I didn't realize that. Look at this. Look where we are. And look what this is. And look at this. Look at this thing it's created. Oh, that is really cool. Let's get buckets. I don't need this. Let's put this away right here. Let's make that go away. Let's get buckets, CK. Let's get buckets here. Let's put that away, and let's get an empty just in case. Wow, that is really quite something. So I'm going to make all of this. This is the house that we added, and it came into this area of the submarine corridor. No wonder there's so much going on. I'm going to put a lantern. Let's do lanterns. You can't see. I might as well be talking to you. Doing radio here, right? There's one. There's one. And so this is what I'm looking at. I've got this whole section here that has these light fixtures, and but behind this is Lady Shatana's cavern piece, but we put the house behind it, and the house has all of this. Whoop. And there it is right there. I'm probably putting water inside the house, but let me see. That needs to be stone right there. Let me just make that not... I have the refrigerator already. Let's put that in right there. Put that down, and I'm just going to do this because it just makes so much noise. Look at how much there is here. Wow. And finally, this area right here. Let's get all of this to go away. And this part. And look at that. Wow. So let me come up here. I think that's still one. This is still one here. And there's still a couple back in this area right here, which you can't see. And I'm still getting that sound, but it's not as much as it was. And I need to put stone on this part. There's a whole lot of things that that need to be done that are like this, where I just have to come in and see why. There it is. There it is right there. There it is, that piece. See why I'm getting so much sound. Okay. And I can't get those. Let's try one more time. Yeah, I'm not getting those pieces for some reason. So I'd have to do something different with them. Alright, so that's better than it was. And this is the submarine opening. And there's the cement. That's the cement barge. The cement mixer submarine, which is really cool. See this part right here? You see that? And those pieces. But there isn't anything. Okay, those are halves. So let's go back in and see how much water there is inside the place. I'm going to see how much water I put inside. I have a sponge. I don't need the buckets, I don't think, but we're just going to check just for a second. Oh, it actually really is. It must be like 80 or something in here, Fahrenheit. It's actually quite warm, warmer than usual for us. We do have air. There we go. And I still don't have anything right here. So let's take this part away. Let's put that in, stick that away, and put that there. There we go. And I still have the sound, but it's okay. Dun, 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 dun. Who's dripping now? Those are. That's all right for that for right now until I get something done in that part. And yeah, I think that's what's happening. All right, so with that, like that, let's see. Let's take these three out right here. And let me just do this. Why don't I do this in what you call it? Because I never know what I'm going to decide until I get to this stage. And that's usually what happens. I start doing something different for each one when I start looking at it. And then sometimes they just turn out the same anyway, I admit that they do. But did I just put that back where it was? I think I did. And there we go. That one's gone. So on that side, yes, I took away those. Okay, good. And we have this here and this here, and we'll fix the top when we get to it. So we're making this area just this little tiny bit bigger, and we're going to put in the kitchen. And I'm going to get the refrigerator before I make it go away. So let's get that and get the sink I still have. And so now what I would like to do, I don't have the stove anymore. Nope, it went away. Oven. Let's put one of these. Let's put it here. Let's put these away for a minute, and just in case I need the sponge. And there goes, they're both going to work. Good. And we're going to put this in. So the arrangement, let's do sink. Let's do the stove right here. Let's do a refrigerator on the sink side right here. Let's do a cabinetry. Let's do a cabinet here, 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 and here. So there's the kitchen. Let's put cabinets up above. And there we have that. So that's going to stop that part making, and I think that's good for what we want to do. So that's their kitchen, and I've got two of those on that side. All right, and then the question is, am I going to continue this in the kitchen area, or am I going to have something more colorful? Do I want to use the green in that? Let me see what it would look like if we put the green behind. Zalka is, what is that? Palo. It's palo. Oh. Let's take a piece and let's see what it would look like if we put it in as the backsplash. Let's see what the backsplash would look like if we do this. That's two different ways. Let's see. That's pretty extreme, isn't it? Whoa, that's pretty out there. That actually is pretty out there. Wow. That might be too strong. That might be too strong. That actually might. No. Let's look for something. Terra. We could do a light terracotta, or we could do one of the glazes. And that might be actually nice. We're using the dark green. Let's try this. Let's move this. Let's get this here so that I can change the way it goes. And let's put this in and see what this looks like. Ooh, see that? Your researchers made their conclusions about spectacle. So that means that people will stay fed longer, and that's actually quite neat. I like that. So we'll put that there. It looks like we need to put it behind there. I'm not touching that. I'm still not touching that. Put that in, and that almost makes us need to, let's just have the small refrigerator. I think I want to do that. And I like that. And now this is palo wood right here. So then we're just going to replace this. Can I get it? Yes, I did. And replace that. And do the same over here. I think I can get that in there. And we've got that. All right, let's get some lights. Lights, camera, action. So in this area here, let's put in this kind of lighting. Let's go to Simply Light. There it is. So our choice of lights would be, we can either use this, we can use this, or we can use these. Or, ooh, that might be interesting. Okay, or we could just do this. Nope, it won't go. It would have to be here like this, in that part. That's actually okay. So now I have to decide what this is. What this is. In there. So let's make a pattern in here. Using this. Let's change this. There's one. And there's one. And then let's take this. Ooh, our tools are better. Our tools are going to last longer. That is really cool. Let's see if we want to do, that looks good. Okay, and then this one here, and this one there, and so it looks like that. Do I want this to be up? Let's see if I want it to be up. Which one do you like better? I'm not sure. Let's see what happens if we make it like that. I think I might like that better. I think I do for the side pieces. I do. Like it's a continuation in some kind of way of that. What say that? So then for these, let's begin with this. We don't need these anymore. We can put this away. Put these away. Now, and we'll put this away. Let's see what we're going to do with this. Let's put this in as these are bricks. So we're actually putting this in under this, and then we need a piece of this to keep that from leaking. Right there. We're going to put that on in these parts right here. So there's another piece there. Put that piece on, and to keep it from leaking, we'll have this. Can I have it? Thank you. And then let's begin. What is this? I know! I know! It just takes a while to sort of like decide what I'm doing. And then it's like, oh my gosh. Dun dun. Are you leaking? Yes, you are. Let's put one there, which probably means put one there. And there's their kitchen. Let's take this away, take this away, take this away. We could give them right here. Let's get a lamp. Lantern, T-E. No, a lamp. Lamp, L-A-M-P. Let's come down to, let's do the dark green. And let's hang it right here. Let's hang it right over top. Nope, it's not gonna work like that. I forgot about this. Is there something under? Let's see what happens if we get a chain. No, let's put this in here. So the table is right here. So we're putting it right here. That works. And that makes it up high enough too, so that's fine. This part is here. Let's get tables and chairs, C-H-A-I-R. Let's just get 2 of the regular stripped. Or do we want some green? The baobab might look really interesting. We could have these and say they have some very special chairs that they have here. Let's do one here. I have to be careful about this. Let's do that one, and let's do that, and let's see what it looks like. It looks like that, and I'm not gonna like it. It's too different. Let's go ahead and go for the regular chairs for a minute. And hold on a sec. It's chocolate time. Yes, it is. I'm still chewing. All right. So this one and this one. I'm good with that. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I beg your pardon. Disculpe, désolé, signumi. I think those are the 3. Con licenza, excuse me. I think so. All right. So they have a kitchen. We're gonna leave them. That actually is gonna work okay. I could put something over it, but I actually kind of like the lights showing from the kitchen area. And they have living room, and I could, you know, go ahead and do the TV SPO. Paint, PAIN. Let's do a sofa, SOFA. Yeah, and then we'll come back and we can do a rug at another time. And let's put this here. And I think that's enough to get what we want. I don't want that picture. Oh my goodness. I don't think so. Goodness. That looks like a painting. There we go. We'll make that for that. And that was cute and terrifying all at the same time. Let's put a couch there. And they are waiting for their carpets. They're waiting for rugs to come in. They're waiting for curtains. They're waiting for things like that. They're waiting for a painter to come and finish painting the walls and all of that. Am I seeing that right? Does that look like that's facing two different ways? Both of them. That looks correct. Ah, I see why. Because there's nothing there. Isn't that odd? There's something going on with the cabinetry, making that bottom part, making some illusion for the bottom. That's very curious. That is very curious. That makes me want to put this on the outside. Like this in both of these places. And I don't think there. I know there's going to be a ton of stuff on the outside, and we'll have to take care of it at some other time. And that gives us counter right here. And I could make that counter match by getting this piece, the stripped birch. That's stripped birch, and putting that in. But it's not going to work as well as I think a block, but let's see if it will. Although that's not bad. That is good. Okay. So that is that counter and that counter. And then this is our fridge. So our fridge is right here. Do you see what I see? You see that we have a problem, Houston. Let's take that piece right there. And it, lucky for me, look at that, it matched. So that is good. And we just have that and that and that and that. And I could go ahead, since it's like this, and just go ahead and put in the rest of these right here and right here. And just make it do this, just sort of a kitchen, the way the kitchen is. Have it be like that. And then I don't like it. So I'm going to pull this back out right here. Put those in. And put this in. And put this here. I don't like it. I just like it peeking, and that's fine. All right, so at the rate we're going, we have like maybe 20 kitchens to do. It'll take us forever. It'll take us forever and ever. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. There's all sorts of stuff all the time, and it's so fun. And so I've got that one done pretty much. I'm going to come here. We're going to take these all away for right now. They're all in the room anyway, and this is the front of theirs right here. So this is one of the ones where we can either leave it and just have it be, I can't decide. I think I like it better with the door opening this way. And then it needs to be on this side, opening this way. Did I just put it back in exactly the way it was? Yes. So opening this way. Yep. And closing that way. There we go. All right. So now I have 100 doors. Yes. So we're leaving this as their own personal entrance to their place and the kind of place that they like. And then their son's place. This is what Mr. Villager was talking about. So Jamina works right here, and she lives here. And Mac, will show where Mac works in a minute. And there's Marcel. Down here, Elijah, who is their son, works here, and he lives here. So this is his house, and his house is pretty complete. It is one of the first ones that we did, and he's sleeping fast asleep in his bedroom. And so that's what Mr. Villager meant about having the people close to where they live, having them live close to where they work. So Mac, Jamina is the mechanic and she's here. Mac is the carpenter, and Mac, this is Mac's commute. So he comes down here, he comes over here, crosses up here, comes through this area here, and he's at work. This is his job right here. So he's in a good state. This is Malaya right here. Now, one of the things is we have Vivian and Case, and they're unfortunately one of those where Vivian works right here. And Vivian is the ore smelter, and she works here. Who's that? That's Jaden. Jaden's not feeling well. And she works right here. But Case is the head librarian at the university. So because of that, this is probably the closest that I could get both of them. So both of their commutes. So her commute is 78 and his is 92. Anything else is going to get either Case being too far away or Vivian being too far away. So that's one of the things that Mr. Villager was talking about in regards to that. And I think that we did not move anyone back in. Their son, Vivian and Case's son, Case, actually works around the corner, but he didn't want to live in their house. He actually, I believe, lives here. But let me see. Yes, he does. So he lives here along with some other singles. Carson and Zion live here. And Carson moved in here because his sister, Friday, actually works where Aries and Carson used to live together. So Aries and Carson don't live in the same place. Aries, these are the triplets. Aries, this is Cassidy right here. Aries and Friday live in this apartment building. This house right here is, speaking of kitchens, let's do something about Tiffany and, Cassidy and Jaden's house. So this is Cassidy and Jaden, and this is pretty bare bones. So they wanted to keep the coral fruit, and we're letting them for the time being. And their bedroom's pretty bare bones, as we can see here. And they do have one light. We would have to put some lanterns in here even to work in this space. They do have some room to spread back. I don't want to spread back too far. This is just supposed to be a couple's apartment, although they have not had kids yet. And so, if I'm not mistaken, they haven't. Let me look here for a second. And so they will probably end up moving down to the other section when we start having kids. This is Cassidy, and I'm looking to see if Cassidy and Jaden have had any kids yet. I don't see them. I don't see their names. There it is. Ah, Rohan is theirs. So Rohan is their kid. So they're really in a couple's apartment. This is meant to be a couple's apartment for them. And so we don't need to make it too big. Let's give them a kitchen now. So the way this house is situated, the bedroom is off in this direction. We could have the kitchen be here, the dining, and then if we wanted to, hold on, we could extend, we could push back a little bit here to give them a little bit more of a living room or something, or we could go ahead, wow. This is the last of my day here. Oh, I just fell down the stairs. Hold on. I could, I don't want to work within the confines so much. I actually do want to come back just a little bit in here. I'm just going to give them a little tiny bit more space going that way. So when we come in, let's put the kitchen in this little area, and we'll just make it that kind of an apartment. And they have, but look at the size of this bedroom. They could practically have another house in here. This could be the house in the way that some of these are done. How did I get a bedroom this big? That is so wild. It makes me want to go this way into their bedroom. Go into their bedroom from here and have this not even be a door here. Have this be a wall right there, and have them go into their bedroom from here. That would be interesting. So you come in, and we can have living room and their prized possession right there. Let's put living room here and a couch and things in the back. You know how to turn this room into a true king-sized room. And how would you do that? Hold on. It feels like spring where you are. It feels like spring where you are, and it's really interesting. Where I am, it's summer right now. It absolutely is. Not here. You just had your first winter storm 2 days ago. Ah, shh. Vincentius will be jealous. He will. Oh my goodness. So if we put this entrance here for the bedroom right here, and if we put a lot of things in this bedroom like dressers and drawers, we can yeah. So we can make this closet part. We can make closets, Russell. Yeah. And we can make closets in this, and that'll bring down the sides of the room a little bit more on all these sides. So this table will be in front of a wall right here, and just go ahead and bring the walls in that part. And then here, having this come back into this area like this, I actually really like it. I don't know that you can necessarily see that really well. Let me look and see what you can see. You can't see anything. So let's pick up a lantern for a second, and let's put one right here for just a minute. Let's put a lantern here just so that everyone can see what's going on. And yeah, so when you come in, this is their living room. They have a couch. We could put a big picture right here. And you don't have snow here, but rain, cold, and a lot of wind. Hopefully no fissures are missing. So it's good. Yeah, when the weather gets like that. All right, so this bedroom has white on white, and that's good. So we can make this room light, but we'll come back to that. What we're trying to do now is figure out where the kitchen is going to be. Let's see how deep we can do this. They're going to have a big house. Let's get a pickaxe. They're going to have a little bit bigger house than I thought, but this will be fun. Cole didn't come here yet, Zaf is saying, but sure weather, yeah. The weather's definitely changed in a lot of places. It really has. So we can have, let's take this and make this here. So in this part, this is toward the kitchen. And let's have one more, let's come back one more. And so the kitchen's going to be just outside of their door to their room. So their room door is right off of the kitchen right here. But it comes through like this. They can have, oh, there they go, using the new door. They can have dining in this back part, or we can move this wall up completely and make the wall come in a different place. So make the wall come back to here for them. So 1, 2, 1, 2. The wall could come, look at this. It can come all the way back to here on this room. And that's what we'll do. And I like the idea of that. And even with the living room, we can do that. So what wall do we want for this room? We're going to put the wall up. Let's look at terracotta first. And we can do something. Here's a blue. Here's terracotta. Let's go here. Let's go to concrete. CR. In the concretes, this blue in concrete is a little more vibrant, a blue. I'd like to have something not as vibrant. Let's go to Fluffy. Fluffy's always vibrant. SFY. But the purple is actually really soft. The light blue is really soft and is an interesting different color. Let's put this in as the walls. So right behind here, and then we'll put stuff in later. But this wall is going to be right here for them. And I have to be careful. That is the hut block. That is actually the hut block right there. And for here, let's say this is where the wall's going to be for this room. And so we're going to bring this part right here up. This makes this room more reasonable. And then we'll do something about the other part of the wall in just a minute. So if we still have this to be the hallway back to it, the door is going to be right here and come down to this part right here. So, and this means that this wall is going to be covered with this. And we'll put this in, and there is an interesting room they're going to wake up to. They're going to wake up to a very curious room. Let's close that. And so we have that. We know that this white, we'll see. We definitely have it in here. And now we can take this back right into this spot right here, which is outside of this building. And let's take, and then the question is, if this blue is here, what are we going to use as the other color? We could just use white as the other color, and they could have blue and white. Let's take this one down, and let's make this, which is actually the outside of this building, but we're going to put that there for that. Let's not have that for a minute. And there we go. So we've got something doing something like this. And they like this. We can have this wall go all the way around to here maybe, and then have white and the rest. That might be interesting. And if we did, is this concrete slab? Is this concrete? So, in keeping with the design of these places, we can have this back area here actually just go ahead and be concrete white, and have this whole area in the front and in the bedroom be blue. We could have this back wall be white, just to give them a different look right in there. And there is that piece. And so I'm liking that so far. And so we would have to decide, why don't we just go ahead and do the walls for a minute. So we're not going to have this, and we're going to have to see what kind of floor we're going to put on. But for right now, let's put this here on this side of this piece. And that means putting this on the outside here. So let's put this in right here. And that is the color of their house. This is one of these, I know. I'll have to see what I want to do about that. We'll see what happens when we get to the rest. And here we are. So do they want to have some sort of, they have this instead. They have this coral piece. So Jaden actually did get a chance to visit the Nether himself when he was younger. Jaden is not, if I'm not mistaken, although he might be. He might actually be. Let's see if he's a kid. He might actually be a kid. I didn't think so. No. He is, he's a brother. He is Vivian's brother. And he came to live with Vivian and Case when he first got here. That Vivian actually sent for him because there wasn't a blacksmith, and she thought that this would be a good chance for him to fit in somewhere. And so she actually wanted him to have the job. So he did come, and he was glad that he did because he actually met Cassidy, and they are quite happy as partners. So that is what happened with them. Let me see if this is showing. Probably on the outside. We'll do something about the outsides of these buildings once we get them all situated. And it's situated. And yeah, so we're doing that. Cloudy, is it cloudy where we are? No, it is not. We are having a summer day at the beach. It is so much a summer day at the beach. It is not to be believed. It feels like it's in the upper 80s, and there is not a cloud in the sky. And of course, we are at the beach. We are at the coast. And so, yeah, for going outside, this would be a day when people would actually go to the beach, because that's how nice it is today here. There we are. So this is the shape of their place. We'll put the kitchen back in this area. We can give them a little space over here. Why don't we put the dining now right here and make this the living room? So we'll do it that way. And yes, so since we're going to put the kitchen in here, in this part. What do I want to do about that? And I don't have any flooring. So what's happening is when Zaf first started watching me long time ago, he knew that we were from Oregon. We are. And we technically still live in Oregon, which is on the Pacific Northwest coast of the United States. Hello, Jaden. Hello, Cassidy. And so, sometimes the weather is different. When we were in Oregon, we would never have a day like we're having here. I mean, it's so rare. It's like never. Maybe a week out of an entire year on the Oregon coast do you have this much sun in a day. And so yeah, so it's one of the interesting things about living here is that it's so completely different than it is from the other coast, even though we're in sort of the same latitude on the planet. It's just it's always been like that. That the New York and the Jersey coast, all of Jersey, New York, Connecticut, all that whole area has real seasons. And in Oregon, kind of don't. Kind of have a tendency to have spring for half a year and fall for the other half of the year, it seems to me. And every once in a while, we'll have some freak snow or flooding but it's so freaky. It's not, it's not normal it's very mild weather on the coast of Oregon. So, yeah.
Right away.
Yeah. I remember too, Zaf. I remember too. And Zaf has been watching me for a long time. A long time. And I greatly appreciate that. And yeah. So, okay, I'm not getting anything done. And look at this. I'm only going to have 2 kitchens. Seriously? I'm only going to have 2 kitchens done. But we got some things done. We know that we can have kids. So we have enough room for kids. So we're going to have 6 more kids on Tuesday. And I'm waiting until Tuesday because I don't want them to grow up before we can see them in costume, because I do believe that the kids are going to be in costume too, and it would be fun to see that. You almost fell asleep? Aw, but it's okay. A while out, that's no worries. Villagers, you just walk and could have this room, the house that I'm working on right now, it could have a couch and a television. Yeah, it's definitely going to. And I like the idea of the dining room being right here and putting the living room in this spot here, because we can put entertainment on this wall, and that would be good. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too, Zaf. And I'm glad that this is not too tough. I'm glad that you're enjoying being here for this, and I appreciate that. So let's just do this, and this might help with what I want to do. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Let's put one of these right here so that I can see, or right here for a minute. Let's put another one right here, just in this part. You like the idea of the coarse fruit with sure it's wrong. Just makes think a lot of theories about the end. So yeah. So that was the story we were going to tell, that Jaden got to visit the end, and he brought this back with him. It's like his prized possession, that he was actually able to get a live coarse fruit. And so it is what he's keeping in sort of an aquarium, or what would you call it? There's a word for a closed-in garden piece, and so that's what he's doing. And this is his house. So this is his prized possession. The question is, see, he has this dark oak panel on it. We might change that out for something else at another time to go along with the furniture. So let's do kitchens again. Let's come to cabinets. Let's do cabinets, CABET. What do we want to do with this blue? The chorus fruit is purple. We could this would be wild, but we could do the crimson. That would be pretty interesting, wouldn't it? This is what it would look like if we did crimson. It would look like this. So the sides of that, oh, he would love that. He would actually love that. So this whole area is the kitchen. We'll put something in that corner. We'll see what it is in a little bit. We could have a bar here, across here, and just a 2-bar right there. And this is pretty, that's pretty, a terrarium, yes. Thank you. Merci, Mixasa, a terrarium. Exactly, and so that's what he has for this piece of fruit. And I think this would be actually really interesting because it's white, that they could have a bunch of things. And you're saying you weren't thinking of it that way. Your theory, the fruit would be in a closed garden, can mean that maybe the air in the end is like toxic. I hadn't actually thought of that. That's not something so much, but the air would be different. I'm pretty sure that that's a piece of end sand or end stone that it's on, and I think that's the most important thing is, and maybe the temperature of it, the temperature. So it could still be air, but the temperature could be so completely different. Like when you have succulents, or when you have cactus or something like that, where they need a lot of heat or something, you could do that. I think that would be curious. If we do this, let's look here. Here I am. And let's get a piece. Let's get a piece because these already have these pieces on the outside. So, so he met Cassidy, and Cassidy is fascinated by the fact that he is a world traveler and has been around and has done things, and she likes his sense and sensibilities. So this is what brought them together. And let's put here, as if the air in the end comes some effect on the plants. Maybe that could be the reason for the ancient humans that became Endermen. That's a nice story. That is an interesting story. That's what the researchers do, trying to find out how all that got started. Drawer. Let's do drawers. These are crimson drawers with crimson tops. Let's see what this looks like with the sides. Is this completely or just the top? Yeah, the whole thing is completely done with these. Let me look at crimson. Let me see if I can see all the tops together and see if I want to do something specific. We could do that. We could do like andesite on the top. You were using an existing theory of your own. And let's look here. See what this looks like. So that would have that and would have these counters. Okay, and Russell, why? What do you think I'm doing here? Everything is fine. Goodness sakes. Okay, and so then let's have that, and we'll have everything else in between. And I think there's a cabinet, a counter that is andesite without the drawers. No, there isn't. Okay, so we would have to do an andesite top. ANDE. No. Russell jump scares. ANDE. Yeah. I'm going to feel like he doesn't quite trust mermaids. That's what he's acting like. So we've got that piece there to go in that spot, and then we have these, and I'm probably going to have one more of something, and we'll put everything in. And Zaf, some moments stay in the memory, like the first day you found me. And this by a preview streamer. Oh yeah? But you stayed and came back the next day and the next day and the next day. Yeah, that was a while. That was indeed a while, wasn't it? It was. All right, and then if we want, we could put something here, just the 2-bar here that we were talking about. So if we have that, and we'd put something else here. Hold on a second. Then Sanchez, are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. So we can have that, and that's the way they like it. All right, and so what's the kitchen going to be? This is andesite right here. And I remember Zaf, that Zaf became one of my regular watchers, and that was really fun. And it was just so pleasant to just have someone who is just really nice. And it's one of the reasons that I wanted to learn Greek, and to do that was because I just that was just such a pleasant time. And yeah, I'm gonna put that in and not have that on that side. We'll just have that. We have these pieces, and now I need a color in the kitchen. Oh no, I just had an idea that I think I'm going to actually do this and not have it be visible from this side. I think that's what I'm going to do. So the kitchen's going to be here and here, and this is just going to be a part of it. Let's put the stove, the fridge, and then this is the dining room part right here. So then I don't have to worry about matching that wall piece. And then let's, and yeah, from the first time when you're acting different from the first time that that you were watching Mr. Villager? A little bit. I mean, we know each other a little bit more, and so that sort of changes the relationship just a little tiny bit. And yeah, this opening between the bedroom wall and the pillar. Yeah, I'm using that. I'm going to use that for the dining room to be right here, and for the kitchen, and so they can either walk through this way or they can walk around. It's just, I'm using it actually as a feature for it. There's enough room here to put table. We can put table and chair and have it be maybe in this corner. And let me see this. Yeah, I kind of like having this for some reason in that corner, so I still want to have that. But we can have the table be right here for them. And so now in here, I need something. And we could do a celebration day today here from the War of 1940. Oh, so this is actually a holiday. I'm going to have to look into that. Let me see if he is. Nope, he's in the game. I was going to ask him, but he's actually in the game. So, but yeah, from 1940. I will look into that again, Zeph, and see. I believe that that's come up before when I was streaming and you were here about that war. And let's come here. Let's look at woods for a minute. I want to see if I can find something. That's not giving me what I wanted. Wood. That is not, for the first time, really giving me the different colors. There they are. Okay. So they're all in here. This blue is going to be really hard to match, which is why we were going to do white. We could do something that looks like it's from the end, but we can't do too much. It's just going to be too heavy, because this furniture is heavy already. Why don't we just do white? Why don't we do white? Or we can do end. Let's do end. That's what we do. You're taking a look here in the Google, and it says that's was known as the Fall of France. Am I looking at the correct war? Except it was with Italy. And let's do white. Because this is so heavy, let's just go ahead and do white. And what we could do if we wanted, and see, there's already a pattern on the wood and everything, so it would probably be best to just go ahead and do white on this part, and then we'll have to figure out what to do about the floor. But yeah, see, so it makes it like that, and that blue wall is fine with this area. So but yes, the same war. France fell in October is indeed the beginning of the Italian invasion of Albania. In 1940? Wow. That just seems, wow. Is that a part? That's very interesting. Yeah. And that is, France fell in May. And that was during that time period. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we need some lights in here. And I think the best thing that we can do. You wrote something wrong. Italy tried to invade Greece from Albania in October. Ah, okay. Okay. Let's put a light here and a light here. And let's recess them and then put the thing on top. So let's get a lantern. Yeah, let's get lantern. Let's get Let's get this, which is trapdoor, and I think we definitely need trapdoor for that. And Zaf is saying that is correct. That is correct. These are in the room. And it was before World War II. Yes, it's definitely before World War II, which is why it's like, oh my gosh. So there was already stuff going on before, even before the big war began. There's that, and here's this, and we'll take that away. So the kitchen now has 2. Wow, that is not as bright as I would like it to be. So we might put something else in as soon as we decide what we're doing with this area. And let's put this on the floor for just a second. I just got a piece of floor for just a moment. Chatomate. Can I put that on there? Let's put that there for a second. Something there. Just so that I can see. This is where I'd like it to look. And there is what happens when they come out of their bedroom. That's what the kitchen's going to look like. Let's do a floor. And let's decide on some quartz or something. UARTZ. Let's do quartz floor. We could do chiseled. We could do quartz brick. Some of this there might not be art for, and we can look and see if that's going to do. And that's chiseled. And yeah, you hear that? Quartized sand. Hold on. Oh, absolutely. So this is what the floor in the kitchen is going to be made out of. It's going to be made out of this sand, and that is perfect. Consensus is playing. You might recognize that. I think he's listening to something. Listening to someone else.
Play that in standard tuning.
In standard tuning?
Fierce.
Ah. Oh, I really like that. That works really nice in the kitchen. That's a beautiful kitchen flooring. So I like that. And yeah, it was before World War II, and after World War II, you had the inside war. That's right, you did. And capitalism also passed from here too. Wow. Yeah. All right. I like that floor, and that's going to work for the kitchen area, making this the kitchen in this area, and then we'll do something else for the other part. And let's put in the appliances for a minute. The minute I saw that, I always loved those sands. They make really good flooring. And let's do oven. Let's do sink. And we need we need crimson. There's a crimson sink right there. Let's do fridge. And let's do X-Lines fridge this time. Let's see what happens if we do hers. Theirs. I'm doing it again. I'm assuming a gender. And we can put that right there, but that means that we should bring these over to here and just make it a nice big beautiful kitchen like that. I don't like this fridge. I like it like this, a smaller fridge, and let's do that. And then let's have the sink be here. Here's the front door right here. See that? So let's have the sink be here, and let's have the stove be right in this spot right here. Let's look and see. We could have the door more, but I think this is okay. And then what else is missing? Sink, stove, and that gives us another one of these right there. All right. And there is this kitchen. So we can't have these. So what are we going to have here? I thought that was going to work, but it's not liking these lights being covered. Where is it? There's a trapdoor right there. Let's look at Simply Light. There we go. And let's see some of these recesses and see if we like this. And if not, if we don't like it, we can try some of this. We can try that. We don't like this fridge, so let's get a fridge. FRIDG. Let's get Cooking for Blockheads fridge, and or we'll just have the small one. Let's just have the small. And I'm trying to see if I want to just go ahead and do this. Have the recess light right here and right here, like that, in that section there, and then have another set right here and right here. So it would look like that. That looks pretty kitchen-y, doesn't it? Those kinds of lights. So we have our kitchen lights that look like that. Does that look too much like fluorescence or something? So they just have this light in this section and this light here. And we could have a light under one of these, like a light right there like that. I don't like that. We could have a light there. I don't like that either. Let's have a light above the fridge right there. Or light on the side. I don't like any of them. There. Let's put the lights right there, like those are lights on the side. I think I like that. I like that. Okay. So this is where we're at as far as this goes. This is interesting here. That's concrete. Let's do slab for a minute. Slab. Concrete, CRE. Let's do white slab. Let me see what how far out it comes. What it looks like if we have it right in this spot right here. Just for a second, to just bring it around and make this whole room do this. And let's see what that looks like in that corner. It makes this one a little bit more, but look at this as far as a wall to put the TV on. I like that. Let's try that. Let's try doing that. So let's make everything go from here for a minute. And let's get sponge, SP. There we go. Let's get paint, PAI. And let's see what something big. That's a little bit big. That's too big. Okay, that's pretty funny. Let's put sponge here. Now let's see what we get. Then we get that. That's kind of big for this room, isn't it? Like a TV. Do you think that's big? Let's get a normal size. So let's put something here. And let's see what we get this time. And now we're getting that. All right. I think I'm going to do the normal size. I just have to get one. That doesn't look like a painting. That one's good. But let's try that. That looks like the end. That kind of looks like the end. So that's good for them. And what have we? It is that time. Wow. How does that happen? How does that happen so quickly? So there is the beginning of their place. They're waiting for carpet. They're waiting for furniture. They've got a TV. I could give them a table and chairs since there isn't one in here. And right quick. And that way they can have something. This is crimson. And where's the other? And this is crimson. And let's look at chairs. C-H-A-I-R. Let's look at chairs, and we could either do these stripped or this. So let's see what looks the best. Oh, definitely. The table looking like this is going to be the best. And so one person is sitting here, right here on that, and one person is sitting there. That's when they eat together. And we can have another chair somewhere in the room if we want to suggest that if they have company, they pull chairs from someplace. We could have another chair right here, right in front of there and there. They did have a kid, and they do have the possibility of having grandkids. So I kind of like that. So we'll take this down. One more thing in this area. Yes, we can. Let's see what we can put here as a light. Lamp. We might want to do sconces or something like that, or a lamp in the corner or something. Or have something hanging right over the table here. We could have a lamp hanging over the table. Just for a second. It has to be something smaller, so it would kind of have to be one of these. And let's see. So let's see what goes. None of these might go. I don't think the blues are going to work at all, although we can try the dark blue and see what it looks like. Oh, I just bumped my toe. Let's put this here and see. Yeah, that blue is weird. But then these colors might be just as bad. That's okay. Let's take this away. We have lights in the kitchen. And boy, we have to do something about the bedroom one of these days. But that is a second kitchen here. And I guess I'm going to have the this come right to this area on this side. And the door indented there, so we can just have it come right to there on both of that area. and that wall is a part of the kitchen. So we'll have that be like that. And yeah, so wow. So the commemoration, we acknowledge the commemoration of your of the day when the war started. We acknowledge that, Zaf. And I think I'm going to have to go for now. Thank you, everybody. See, I don't know what happens with them. They all start to turn out very strangely. And so since they do, I don't know what I'm going to do until I do it. And that's the kind of thing that I like, that makes it fun. And it's based on the people and what I find, the situation, the location. So, Saf, Afgaristo, Antio, feel better. I hope you feel better and get some rest over the next couple of days. And I will see you on Halloween when we're going to have costumes. Not me. I'm already in a costume. I am a mermaid. This is my costume. I'm not going to show my tail. And then Mr. Villager, obrigado. Thank you for being here. And it's always so fun when you're here. When both of you are here, it's very fun. Mixasa, merci. Merci beaucoup. And hi to Matlam. And I hope you have the next couple of days. Be comfortable and not cold. And enjoy. Yes, bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Kali Nikta, Saf. And boa noche. Boa noche? Or boom noche? I know. I forgot. I'm sorry, Mr. Villager. I'm sorry. Boa tarde, because it's still afternoon for both of us, or kind of evening, early evening. Boa tarde. So, and anyone else who wants me to learn their language, just pop by. Tell me what language you are, and that's going to be fun. So, okay. And I will see you all soon. I'm going to play music. Music. I hear music. Bye for now. Bye for now, everybody. Here we go. Here we go. Bye.